Hello, hello. How's everybody doing out there? Peasant Chat, we talk to poor people. That's right, we talk to poor people every Sunday, 9:30 to 11 a.m., just to get it out of the way so that you can have the rest of the Sunday to do whatever you want to do. Today, we're going to talk about a couple of things. We're going to talk about the fact that Mr. Whistlin Diesel, Cody himself, has doubled down and seems to want to fight this tax evasion stuff. And one of my followers on Patreon clipped a couple of snippets from his long video explaining his position that honestly could be played against him in court and make the case for the state. We'll go ahead and monitor that situation and let you know my thoughts on it. Also, the Billy the Kid, I guess he's a racer, what do you call it? No prep racer or whatever. Apparently, he watches the show so much that he does everything. He says everything I have been saying for the last 5 years on the show. We'll show you that stuff and many more things, but not before Mr. Bill O'Reilly tells us to do it live.
Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
It does suck. You know what doesn't suck? It's the sponsor of the show. Let's start off with Belgian. It's Mr. Scott. Mr. Belgian ended up reached a deal. So check out the lineup that they have going on there. They are heavy on the F-150 stuff. I think they're going to come out with some beadlock stuff. So check out belgianwheels.com. Going to get a set of 5 series, VF5s, I think, for the section 8 for some street wheel action. And we'll show you when that goes, that gets installed. I think it's going to be nice to show the lightweight wheel. So check out belgianwheels.com, dnapformance.com. You're going to get all your parts, your injectors, your fuel systems, anything you can get. Maybe Belgian and them could work out a deal. Belgian and DNA would be a good little combination. dnapformance.com, shout out to them. Don't Make Out Cookies, don'tmakeoutcookies.com. That's right, if you want to be a fat fuck, but the cookies are made by a hot chick that wears really nice smelling lotion. Oh my God, sniff the cookies, eat the cookies, get fat. Sexually oriented named cookies by don'tmakeoutcookies.com. PMAS, St. James PMAS, best cold air intakes, best map sensors, best, they're making Fox Body stuff, which makes me think that the Fox Body game is pretty robust. So check out PMASmath.com and Nick James PMAS, partsfarm.com. Use Mustang, Camaro, F-150 parts, cranker pallets, engines, transmissions, wheels, tires, body panels. They ship. Check them out. 2 Auto Solution. Rami's at 2 Auto Solution helped me out yesterday trying to put together the new snout on the 2650. Gonna get me some parts that he can only get that are private label. So shout out to 2 Auto Solution and Bellag Energy. Wow, that's a lot of sponsors. I gotta get some kind of thing going where like it's structured because it's like kind of all over the place. But you know what we do here. We try to get everyone squeezed in. And you're gonna go to richprince.com if you want to support the show in a what do you call it? If you want merchandise, if you want merchandise, you want to support the show, check out richprince.com/YDBT. Did I hit the wrong button on this? It sounds weird. Let me see. Yep, that's what it was. It sounds weird. Yeah, the sound sounded weird. I'm like, I think I hit the wrong button on this mic. We got YDBT hats, trucker style and fitted. Dola hats, shiesties. We got Section 8 shirts and hoodies, long sleeve, short sleeve, Hush Money shirts and hoodies, long sleeve, short sleeve, ZR50, everything. Booty Juice, Elota Juice, Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, GT350, S650, 85 to 86, 87 to 93, 1320 Didios, F1320 shirts, YDBT vertical, YDBT horizontal, Amory horizontal, and those in shirts and hoodies, also long sleeve, short sleeve. I don't know if we're gonna do a Christmas sweater this year. JD Swag asked, "Are you guys doing Christmas sweaters?" I don't think so, because if you were gonna do a Christmas sweater, it would have already been out there. But you know, so far I haven't heard anything from Rich Prince. Again, guys, I let Rich Prince kind of like run the show there. I try not to get in the way, because if I get in the way, it's just gonna like complicate my life, and I want my life to be as simple as possible. Let's say hi to the people here. We'll talk about Cody doing the biggest faux pas when it comes to fighting the government. What you do when the government has something on you is you pay and obey, because if you're making millions of dollars destroying cars and our property, let's say hi to the people, and we'll get after it later. Six Suki, Jay Swish, Money by 40, Nick Nash, B. Levesh, Frank Donahue, Coyote Kelly, John Jones, Made by Madman, Donnie Renfro in the house. What's up, brother? Donnie Renfro got some videos uploaded to his YouTube channel. Check him out. There's like a 6-minute video and then like a shorts. I think, believe it or not, like that truck can actually be a very good representation of what it takes to, like, for the everyman to build. And I think you should follow his channel. Alex, explain the 3C shows like I'm quirky. It says 2000 MCR. JD Swag in the house. Wesley Stewart. And by the way, shout out to JD Swag. He's the one that made the new logo. He fitted the Velgen forged or lightweight series on the center there. So anytime I need anything done, he ends up doing it for me. He's going to do a new one for next year. Bryson Witt, the winner of the blower, got his blower delivered. I'm so happy it got there in one piece. I insured it for $4,000. It was like $250 to ship that fucker. Shrek, Clean Out of GT, Limonade, Judd, More Pews, More Boost, EPA, Amory, Rich, A Daytona, Joe Jackson, Lucien. That's French, so I can't pronounce the fucking last name. Guns and Puppies, weird. AJ USA, Mini by Madman. Must be nice to keep a hot Russian held up in a dope spot in Dubai. Hey, talk about that. Gregory Ovich, Lucien again, South Detroit Entertainment, D-Rock Fox, The Wolf, Craig Walls, Billy Noonan. Good morning, peeps. Is it snowing up there? Like, I don't know, because it is 75 and beautiful down here. Texas Invasion, semi-retired street racer, 94 GT for Amir here, CPR, Andrew Alfredo Diaz, and Juicins Bandit Dylan, Azaeli, Cody Lewis, Illuminator, Deshaun Official, like, is there other ones that are copying you? Fucking Shinebox, Mike Max, Garrett, Rick, TRD Ricky, No Name Podcast. Howdy from Australia, 1:30 a.m. You are psychotic, but shout out to you for staying up and watching the best show on the planet. Why? Because every guy that says that they don't listen to the show listens to the show. Look at this. Billy Hoskins, whatever. I like it. Canards. Remember when I said that it was really stupid to have a really big wing on the back of your car and not have any downforce in the front to combat it? Well, bada bing, bada boom, somebody sheet metaled shit onto their car to keep their car from flying. Unreal that we showed a ACR Viper, we showed the Escudo's Pike Peak, and then this Billy dude is like, oh, I like it, it looks good. And to put a blue check mark on the fact that these guys do nothing but watch my show, he goes and states, hear me out. Old school stick shift, no slippers, no tamers, H pattern, and have to use the clutch every gear. That's real shit. Boy, I wonder, and look at Michael Napper says, love it, sounds awesome, like gassers almost. Why don't you just say you watch the show? Now, I could go on a rant and go, I can't believe these guys are cut. I said, you know what, fuck it. We all know where it's coming from. They can admit it or not. Even haters that run companies hear something, like they watch this show like a hawk, because they try to clip things out of context. They try to do this and that. But when something that I say like rings in their ear, they're like, shit, that's not a bad idea. I should try that. I should do that. And then all of a sudden you see that people that hate this show the most do stuff that this show suggests other people do. So this show is literally, even though we don't have a bazillion followers, in terms of influence, immeasurable. So keep it up, Amory. Keep up sending me clips, sending me stuff that people are saying out there, because it just verifies what we've been saying the whole time. So let's talk about Whistlin Diesel making the biggest mistake of all time and fighting the government. So he went on he made a YouTube video explaining his position. And his position is interesting. He's like, well, it's legal to register a car in Montana under an LLC because others do it. But he was arrested by state officials. He was arrested by state officials. So a lot of people say, well, he's not wrong. That's fine. But the state has a law specifically banning you from propping up an LLC in another state and having a residence in a car registered in another state. I lived in Massachusetts. There was literally snitch hotlines. Is it right? No. Is it legal? Yeah, because they make the law and you idiots vote them in. So people are like, well, he's got balls. Cool. You know who also had balls? Al Capone. Jail. Tax evasion. You know who else had balls? John Gotti. Big balls. And he got hit. He didn't get hit up on RICO. Like, they got around a whole bunch of shit. And he ended up, implicated, and people snitched on him. So he goes and says, well, they're doing this to make an example out of me. Yes. I'm not saying it's right. Nowhere in here do I say it's right. but the law is the law. So a couple of clips that were shared by a couple of people that follow me were like, Alex, listen to this. He basically outlines why he got arrested. And basically, when I listen to these clips, I'm like, he basically made the case for them.
It can't be privately funded. The billionaire would run out of money really quickly. A lot of people think Ferrari's mad over this. I think they are. I don't think they would go to that length to try to but maybe. I wouldn't put it past them because they've shredded enthusiasts of Ferrari's replica cars. Them. I'm dying to know who decided that this was worth the time and resources instead of just sending me a letter.
You don't understand. It didn't take much. They have a hotline. We talked about this on Thursday, I believe. They literally have a hotline. All they got to do is call it. They call the hotline. All they do is investigate, and they don't need to say, hey, by the way, we're warning you to bring your cars back, because what's going to happen if they end up sending you a letter, right? You're going to post the letter on YouTube. You're going to say, okay, I'm going to post a letter on YouTube and I can't believe this. And then you're going to try to make money on it, which he then tries to say, look, I'm just going to make a shitload of money on this. And I'm like, you don't understand. That money's going to go back to the state.
I will work with anyone to resolve something in an amicable way. Frankly, it's not worth anybody's time. It's not worth my time. It is. I'm going to make money on this. I mean, it's not worth.
See, this is the posture you should not be taking.
Frankly, it's not worth anybody's time. It's not worth my time. It is. I'm going to make money on this. I mean,
well, it is. I'm going to make money on this. Well, okay, let's talk about that. When you are dealing with tax evasion, what does that mean? It does not mean you frauded the government. It means you evaded paying the taxes in the state you reside in. So let's talk about how much money did Tennessee stand to lose on the situation. Now, YouTubers like this, they're trolls, right? They want to troll around and talk shit, which is funny and people love it. But let's say you bought a $3 million Bugatti and you registered it in an LLC in Montana, avoiding taxes that normally you would have paid. How much is a sales tax, a luxury sales tax on a $3 million Bugatti, let's say in Tennessee? According to him, it's like $400,000. So now Tennessee's like, wait a minute, how many cars do you own? How many cars do you own that are registered in Montana? Because Montana has zero tax on, I believe, on luxury vehicles or vehicles in general. So that is a loophole. Is it a legal loophole? Yes, except in states that have a law against it. Again, listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth, because a lot of you are retarded. If there is a law that specifically states you cannot prop up an LLC anywhere else and reside in that state, meaning Tennessee, if you live, operate, and do most of your shit in Tennessee, but you register your vehicles outside of Tennessee, Tennessee has a law against that. Understand? So let's listen to another clip that I thought was pretty interesting.
That I'm trying to start a family.
Stop it.
I think they went after me specifically because they think it will make a wave through the car community, because I'm a social media influencer in the automotive industry, and when people see this, they're all going to go change their Montana registration to their home state. They're going to go back to Tennessee, and they're going to go be like, oh, well, let's pay all of our sales tax.
Yes.
Because I'm going to register my car in Tennessee, because I don't want to be arrested, because I have a wife and kids at home.
Yes.
And I could go to prison. I don't want to go to prison. Of course I'm going to do that, right?
Yes! This is youth. This is youth and a lot of bravado. And I'm like, okay, go ahead. Shout out to you. Fight it. Can anyone name anybody that has beat the government in a tax case? Can anyone name anyone ever in the history of the United States that has won against the government in a tax case. All you have to do is say, excuse me, Judge, we have exhibit number 1 right here.
I think they went after me specifically because they think it will make a wave through the car community because I'm a social media influencer in the automotive industry, and when people see this, they're all gonna go change their Montana registration to their home state. They're gonna go back to Tennessee and they're gonna go be like, oh, well, let's pay all of our sales tax because I'm gonna register my car in Tennessee because I don't wanna be arrested because I have a wife and kids at home.
So let me ask you guys a question, right? Let's say you're a popular YouTuber that has millions of followers and millions of dollars, and you live in Florida. Come closer. Why are you registering your cars in Montana? Can anyone answer that question? Let's say I have a 4 million sub channel in Massachusetts and I have millions of dollars, millions of followers. Why would I register my cars in Montana? Go. Go, 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 go. Exactly. A lot of states have laws where you have a certain amount of time once you have residency in that state. You are required to register your vehicle there. If they see out-of-state plates, you get popped. Why would you register your car in Montana? Again, answer the question like explain it to me like I am retarded. Why would you register your luxury vehicles, any vehicle, in Montana if you live in Massachusetts, Tennessee, Florida? And my fans are pretty good. Tax evasion, taxes to avoid paying sales tax. To avoid taxes. Tax evading, tax evasion. No emissions testing or title. Also, no tax. Tax evasion. Georgia has the same law. There you go. So, a lot of these YouTubers are saying, man, I don't want to pay $400,000 to Tennessee because I got a $3 million Bugatti. So I'm going to register it in Montana. And then you should also say, you know what? Is there a law against that in Tennessee specifically? Oh, looks like there is. Guess I got to stroke a check to Tennessee. Now, how would Tennessee treat you if all of your luxury cars, all of your equipment, and your LLC is in the state you reside in? They'd probably be like, this son of a bitch pays $2 million in taxes. His LLC is propped up here. By the way, he gives money to the town. By the way, he sets up concerts. By the way, he uses his influence in a positive fashion for the state. Do you think they'd bother you? Okay. Do you want to fight it? More power to you. But he says this stuff like, this country is run by the people, except when it comes to taxes. I love you. I'm a YouTuber. All of my shit is registered in Florida. Every single one of my everything is in Florida. Can I probably save a couple $100 a year or maybe a couple $1,000 a year? Actually, if I buy the vehicle and register it, like when I bought my Corvette, it was $60,000. It's not a lot of money, but it's a lot of money to me. Everything is registered in Florida. I stroke a check to the government every fucking year. Here you go. No problem. How much? Okay, here you go. If you got it, what's the problem? So I think he's going to fight it because he's now been officially arrested. And once you are arrested for that, it goes on your record. And I think he's trying to bring his chick over from Dubai eventually. And he has to have a super clean record in order to achieve that, which is impossible if you were popped for tax evasion. And if you registered a vehicle outside of the state that you reside in to evade paying more taxes, that is literally the definition of why you were arrested. There you go. Like, what is so difficult about that? And again, I'm not advocating for the government. I'm saying they popped you for tax evasion. What did you do? I registered my car out of state to avoid paying Tennessee tax. Is this going to cause other YouTubers to register their cars in the state they reside in? Ain't that a novel idea? And this is the problem. Every time I hear these people that are like, well, you got to set it up in 16 different shell companies and this and this and that and this and this and that and this. I'm like, isn't that what you guys talk shit about billionaires doing? Well, they do it. Why? They got more money than you, so they can get away with it. You are just low tier in terms of rich people, and you're getting bad advice from people. Like, imagine you're that guy's accountant. Imagine you're Whistlin Diesel's accountant, and you're like, hey, did you check the law to make sure I'm not like, committing a felony? Well, I don't know. What's the big deal? What's the big deal? Elon Musk does it. What's the big deal? Bill Gates does it. That right there, you get fired. Fired. Matter of fact, you should have an accountant and then an accountant auditing the first accountant to make sure he's not fucking you. So again, if you want to fight it, that is your right as an American. Nothing wrong with that. I do not know anyone that is beating the government in terms of tax law. So we can talk about that nonstop. Also, we talked about Billy saying basically what I've been advocating for a long time, arrow in the front and stick shift stuff without any nannies. And again, do I want credit? Of course. Who doesn't want credit? Because you are bringing up this, you're the one bringing out the content. It's from my brain out there, and then they're using it as their own. But if at the end of the day, the proper thing is achieved, meaning a stick shift class with H pattern, diaphragm clutches, and no nannies becomes a thing, cool. That it's a positive for everybody. Loophole laws are for the rich people. You exactly. And you know what? You're like, that's not fair. Well, no shit. No shit. What do you want? Fairness? Come on, stop it. Get the fuck out of here. Apparently, he's moving to Montana. That would... Why? Listen. Why would you move to Montana? Why would you move to Montana? So that I don't get hit for taxes. I love it. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like a loop, right? You're like, oh, you want to move to Montana? Yeah, why? Oh, so I don't get popped for tax evasion. I'm like, got it. Good morning, Sunshine, says George. He can get content views by fighting the system. Right. But real cool if you're in jail. Like, real cool if you're in jail. Hey, guys, I'm going to court today, and I'm going to fight the government. Comes outside. I lost, but yeah, check me out. I'll be in jail. Day one in jail. What's up, guys? I'm getting processed here, and this is my bunk. So I'm gonna show up, and I'm gonna be like, yo, I got top bunk, motherfucker. He's like, the fuck you do? All right, day 5. I'm in the Aryan Brotherhood. When you come into jail, you gotta like get into a fucking gang. If not, they're just gonna rape your bussy is gonna. And apparently, you can't fart in jail. I was in the shower, I was showering, and I farted. And someone went, ooh, that shit talking. And apparently, that's like a bad thing. So stay tuned, I might get fucked. Day 48. What's up, guys? I'm here, I lost my tax case, I got 5 years in jail. So this is my boyfriend. What's up, man? What's up, boy? How you doing? Yeah. I'm the bottom, I'm little. So I really don't have much to say, but I had to either get fucked or get stabbed, so I got fucked. Stay tuned tomorrow for the next... You're going to make money on content and then lose and then go to jail and then hope Trump like pardons you before you have to either get fucked or join the brother. Hey, man, you got any honey buns in that bitch? You got any honey buns? What are you talking about? This is America. It's run by the people. Wrong, motherfucker. This ain't run by the people. This run by me, motherfucker. Cause I heard you fought in the shower, and that shit sounded good as fuck. Let's see how those views equate to freedom. It doesn't. So, unless you're making YouTube shorts and YouTube videos in jail, you might want to just stroke a fucking check. Cut a deal with the judge, say yes, sir, no, sir, and then maybe move your operation to Montana. How's that? Or pay the tax. I mean, Look at what he's got, right? He is thumbing his nose at people. He thinks this is a joke, right? Look at what he's doing over here. He's got a stack of cash, which is fake. He even said it's fake. But what you're doing is you're thumbing your nose. Oh, sorry, I didn't. You're thumbing your nose at people. And again, shout out to you. You've made a hugely successful channel. I'm gay. I suck. I'm a boomer. I'm old. I get it. My cars are registered in Florida. I live in Florida. One less thing I can get popped for. Diddy treatment for the views. What's up, guys? I just went to fight the law, and the law won. And I'll be going to jail in about 30 years. So for 30 years. So stay tuned. There's gonna be a bunch of giveaways. Speaking of that, somebody sent me an awesome clip the other day talking about vehicle giveaways. So we can talk about that because we don't want to stay on the whole Cody thing all fucking day. But what a wonderful. Let me see here. Did I post it up yesterday? There it is. Here it is. It says fuck car giveaways. So check this guy out. It's going to be a couple of minutes, so bear with me.
Let's be honest. Is that piece of shit hoodie really worth $65? You're buying overpriced garbage disguised as lottery tickets. With these big companies, your odds of winning aren't 1 in 10,000. It's not even fucking 1 in 100,000. There's a reason they never show you the real entry numbers. Because if they did, nobody would play. They give away a $100,000 car, but make 500,000 to $1 million.
Why did you decide to play fucking music in the background? That could be copyrighted. God damn it, bro.
It's not generosity. It's an unethical business model. They've given away, what, $12 million in cars? But they probably pulled $50 to $70 million from people chasing a fantasy. And here's the part nobody wants to talk about. It's the same guys that hate daddy's money's kids that want to dump money in these giveaways. You talk trash about somebody getting an unearned car. Then you spend half your paycheck hoping you get an unearned car.
Isn't that a motherfucker? The same guys that talk about daddy's money do giveaways like a motherfucker, and they bank, and you stupid motherfuckers buy a $60 lottery ticket.
You're gambling for a bill you didn't even work for. That's literally the same thing. At least daddy's money's kids didn't get fucking scammed. These companies prey on broke car enthusiasts. They know people can't afford their dream bills in this economy, so they sell you hope. They bury free entry option under a mountain of fucking fine print.
This is my biggest quirk, my biggest irk. When you know who does giveaways, people go, Alex, you don't gotta buy nothing. It's a free entry. Yeah, but guess what you gotta do? You gotta play Jenga at the same time you're doing, what's that thing? Twister. You gotta play Jenga and Twister at the same time you play Tetris while you fuck your own ass with your own dick. It's like, that's what you gotta do to enter a car giveaway for free.
Somebody wins, sure, but everyone else is just funding a lottery disguised as car culture. If you love cars, you should be furious. This isn't helping the community, it's exploiting it. Stop feeding their business model. Build your car with real work, not false hope disguised as merch. Fuck car.
Man, the mic drop, right? But y'all don't give a fuck. Yeah, I was giving away an F-350 and an RTR with a trailer. I'm gonna buy a couple of pit vipers and a straw hat. Meanwhile, that is $500,000 in his shit. $500,000 in his shit. When somebody said the other day, man, if this giveaway goes well, I might get a Lambo. I went, that sentence does not make sense. If this giveaway goes well, I might buy an SVJ Lambo. Giveaway, buy. It's not a giveaway. It's called the lottery. One of the biggest irks I have is that getting fucked by your favorite influencer. If you, as an influencer, car guy, have ever done a car giveaway, you're up and you charged merchandise to enter, you're a piece of shit. But Alex, you did the same thing. Already existing people that follow the show were eligible for the blower giveaway. I did not say, by the way, I have a blower, become a member to enter. Nope. People that have already been members of the show, whether it's on Patreon or YouTube, were already eligible. So I had 30 applicants, 25 of them were not eligible because they were not members. And 5 solid ass motherfuckers were able to be contestants. And Bryson Witt, by the way, Bryson Witt is excluded from any future giveaways. He even said it himself. He goes, Alex, remove my name from it. I've won too much. Shout out to you. So I'm blown away that you guys follow these people and go, yeah, this guy's awesome. He's doing a giveaway. And then you're like, oh, you mean a $500,000 lottery? Because they set it up in such a way where there's legal mumbo jumbo. Anyone that has ever done a giveaway and let's say they give away a $100,000 car, you know it's got to be worth it. And that's why I absolutely love when I see low-tier influencers thinking that they could become millionaires with giveaways and their giveaways fail. You know, this truck giveaway is not doing well. Listen to that sentence. Listen to that sentence. This giveaway isn't doing well. You mean the thing that you're going to give away is not what? I would love for one day to, like, this channel make it. I would literally build a car to give away. Here you go. I think you guys, this is a prize for you guys. You don't have to enter nothing. Here you go. Free. You guys made my life so rich, so awesome by just viewing, watching, supporting, becoming members. The least I could do is build a $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 build and give it to someone that I think is deserving. Fuck me. Crazy, right? Look at what we do in terms of helping like people like Eric Vega, Bondelberg. We helped Eric Vega get to ModNats. Again, I'm not a fan of ModNats at all. But we made sure that Eric Vega was funded to go to ModNats. We made sure that Bondelberg works for Whipple. Funded him to go. Who else is doing that? No, let's do a giveaway. And then all of a sudden, they're building a fucking house that's like a mall. And you guys are like, yeah, that's awesome. You stupid, goofy sons of bitches. Fuck all of you that defend that shit. There you go. 500,000 build I can get for $45. Right. The only giveaway I like is Oh My God Cookies. Didn't make anybody buy anything either. They give you cash for the sales tax. I bought into Midnight's Waffle and I won't do it again. It was for the Grabber Blue 6R80 GT500. I won't enter into another giveaway again. I get it. I don't fuck with it. I stupid. Look, I fell into it too. I'm like, oh, I can win a motor from Steve Morris, which in hindsight was probably the biggest blessing in disguise. What people don't understand is what you have to pay in tax on the winning. That's why a lot of the winners who win have to sell the car after. Correct. So that's why they also do cash prizes. They'll say this, $50,000, and like Shelby is doing a Ford GT giveaway. So if you win that car, you have won yourself a massive tax bill. So what do? They sell it. And again, nothing wrong with that. But you understand that's what's going to happen. Now, this is where it gets really weird. In certain states, you don't even get the title of the vehicle until you pay the tax. Here we go again, right? So let's say, for instance, I buy a ticket for the Shelby giveaway and I win a Ford GT, 05 Ford GT. And it's valued at 300. How much are those valued at? 350 to 550, or are they more? Let's say a cool $500,000. So now let's say I live in Massachusetts because I've gone through this. Not that specific, but let's say this. I get the car, and now, holy shit, if I register the car, they're going to be at this is valued at $300,000. The sales tax on it is like, I don't know, 80 grand or whatever it is. And you're like, oh shit. Okay, well, forget registering it. Let me just get the title under my name. You got to pay the sales tax. In the back of the title, in Massachusetts specifically, they don't go by what you write down. If you say, I bought it for $6, they're going to go, no, we're going to look it up in a completely weird book that no one has access to but them and say, no, this car is valued at $500,000. So if you want the title under your name, forget registering it. Let's just say you just want the title under your name and leave it in your garage or trailer it to off-road events or car shows. That's going to be $80,000. So if you want to sell that car, let's say Shelby American sends you the car, whose name is on the title? Shelby American, some weird LLC in Montana, who knows, right? And then you're like, well, I want it under my name so I can sell it. You got to pay the tax. Now you could work out something with the future buyer. You could work something out that you're like, okay, the car's valued at $500,000. Give me $420 so I can pay the tax on it and be done with it. And who's to say they don't pass the giveaway to their boys, insurance claim, or sell it on the side? Jay Walker, what's up, brother? Says, the Whistlin diesel thing is probably more complicated than he's saying. I know so many exotic owners who use Montana to register their cars. No issues. Maybe, yes. It's state by state. The state showed up to arrest him. The state showed up to arrest him. And they explained to him in the video, he's like, I pay my taxes. I said I pay like millions of dollars to the IRS. And the cop goes, state tax. In Florida, there is no state tax, income. But I'm sure there's sales, there's just vehicle taxes. Like, yeah, for sure. Car giveaways, Casio horse racing raffle, all the sports betting, all the same shit. It's betting. The fuck you mean it's not going well? Don't you just give it away? If you do the math out, it's actually lost money and time doing that giveaway and others. He actually gives us service. Do the math. Do the math how much I made from the blower. Negative $1,000. Dead Cow Eyes pushed the giveaway like a year ago. Exactly. Sounds like Street Speed. Exactly. So my stuff is all registered in PA where I live. Now, let me do some, again, grokking, or let me see, x.com. It's funny when you type in X, it's like all the porn sites show up. Not that I watch porn, because in Florida, you have to register to watch it. I ain't putting my license out there. Fuck that. Does Pennsylvania, let's do it live. Let's do it together. Because Grok has in-depth answers. Have a law against registering a vehicle out of state. Let's see what it says. Dun, dun, dun. No. Pennsylvania does not have a law explicitly prohibiting the registration of vehicles out of state. Instead, state law requires vehicles operated in Pennsylvania highways to be registered in the Commonwealth unless exempt, such as non-residents operating out of state register vehicles temporarily. However, Pennsylvania registration is generally restricted to residents or those establishing residency, and non-residents cannot typically register a vehicle in Pennsylvania without meeting residency criteria. Attempting to register a non-resident may result in denial of application. Okay, so we're going to do this, right? And we're just going to change the name of the state. Copy. Paste. And we're going to go Tennessee. Tennessee. Da, 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 da. YN. No. Look at that. Explicitly prohibiting registration vehicle out of state. Maybe I'm not wording it right. Okay. Is there a way to, okay, is there, I made it last time and it actually answered it properly. Is there a way to report, oh, is it illegal? Is it illegal to register, operate a vehicle in Tennessee while registered in Montana? And no, I don't say no because that's generic. That's generic. No, see that I didn't word it properly. Is it illegal to operate a vehicle in Tennessee? Copy. Is it illegal to operate a vehicle in Tennessee while? Is there a way to report out of state registered vehicles in Tennessee? In Tennessee. I think that's how you spell it. Yes, okay. So then I got to do the same thing, Pennsylvania. So we did that, copy, paste, and then that's the PA. Yes, there's a way to report suspected improper use of out-of-state registered vehicles in Pennsylvania. Oh, Oh, look at that. There's a grace period, especially if you believe there's a resident is operating a vehicle beyond the 20-day grace period without local registration. The reports typically involve registration violations informed by PennDOT or motor vehicles tax fraud. There it is, tax fraud. Reports can be made anonymously. Okay, so we're going to do this, and we're going to put Massachusetts because I know there's a law against that. And it'll say yes, I guarantee it. Yes, there's a way that report improper use of out-of-state registered vehicles in Massachusetts, particularly if you believe the resident is operating a vehicle beyond the 30 days. So there's a 30-day grace period in Massachusetts. There's a 20-day grace period. And let's see Florida. Again, there are ways to report suspected improper use of out-of-state registered vehicles in Florida, such as when a resident operates a vehicle beyond the 10-day grace period without local registration. Per Florida Statute 320.02, or use of out-of-state plates, ergo Montana LLC schemes to evade sales use taxes. Apparently, guys, this loophole is illegal everywhere. Depending on how you interpret the law, this is the biggest issue when it comes to law. It's how you interpret the law. If you live in Florida and you registered all of your cars in Montana and it's a Porsche GT3 RS, it's a Viper ACR, and it has a Montana plate on it, you could literally be popped for tax evasion because you are evading paying the tax in the state you reside in. I understand you guys are going to go, what, are you a bootlicker? No, listen to the letter of the law. They're literally telling you, if you reside in Florida, Tennessee, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, and you go beyond the grace period that state allows you to operate a vehicle in, you reside in a different state, all of your cars in your driveway have Montana plates. Well, all someone has to do is go, that's like $600,000 worth of revenue right there. That's it. They are avoiding it using according to the Grok, Montana LLC schemes. Apparently, it's illegal everywhere. It's just that nobody enforces it, right? The law is only as good as how you enforce it. There are things that are illegal in the books that make no sense. And if I'm not mistaken, just because it's illegal doesn't mean it's enforceable. Like there are silly laws about something about, I was watching Tim Pool one time and he said that it is illegal to like eat pie at a certain time and nobody is going to enforce that. Technically, it's illegal to go beyond the speed limit. So if you're in a 55, but you're going 60, the cop's going to go, But the cop technically can pop you and go, that is the limit. That is the speed limit. Or gay, whatever. It is how it's enforced. If the law, and what kind of enforcement. And did you piss off the town? Did you piss off the state? Guess what? Zero leeway. Sorry. That's how they operate. Remember, he's been in jail he's been in a court for splashing a dude with a jet ski, and then the guy was supposedly a cop. You don't think that guy's sitting back there going, yeah, I'm gonna make this son bitch's life miserable. I'm gonna make sure this motherfucker leaves this state because this motherfucker comes in here splashing me with his jet ski thinking it's all fun and games. And if the state makes an example out of YouTubers, don't you think YouTubers are going to all of a sudden register their shit in the state they reside in? Hey, are you a YouTuber? Do you have millions of subs? Do you live in... Are the cars registered in the state you live in? Yes or no? If no, that could be your future. Reporting live from jail. What's up, guys? I'm going to give away this honey bun and this ramen packet of ramen. Right? We're going to make ramen pie and honey bun. I'm going to give away a honey bun. All right? That's going to be the giveaways. Giving away honey buns. Fuck out of here. And I'm not pro state. I'm not pro tax. But technically You're guilty of what they accuse you of. I love my dad and I work for him, and he used his credit to finance my 23 CCSB F-150, and he's technically buying it for me. I'm blessed. I love my dad. Says Salvation Auto. Risky Business LLC, thank you for the $20 super chat. Appreciate you very much. He is fraudulently claiming his residency. Deal, I've got a 14 Mustang GT with a 680 Whipple Gen 6 Stage 2. I want to run an open air box, but I can't find PMAS setup that fits the Whipple Stage 2. You just are going to have to make something fit. Ask if it's illegal in Tennessee for residents to register their vehicles in a different state. It already said yes. If it's illegal for okay. Let me, okay. Is it illegal for Tennessee residents to register their cars in any other state? No. Yeah, in a state. Yeah, we'll see. The way it's worded, it's weird. It's going to say no. Because it's going to say, well, what if they have another house? Oh, here we go. Okay, there you go. Here we go. Here's the answer. Yes, it is generally illegal for Tennessee residents to register their vehicles in another state instead of Tennessee, as Tennessee law, Tennessee Code 55-4-101 requires residents to title and register the vehicles in the state they reside in and primarily garage them. This applies to any vehicle operated on Tennessee roads by a resident within a 30-day grace period for new residents to comply after establishing residency. Registering out-of-state vehicles, ergo Montana via LLC to avoid Tennessee's 7% sales use tax plus local rates constitutes tax evasion and improper registration, leading to civil and criminal penalties. However, limited exemptions exist for active duty military, full-time students, and temporary workers who maintain their home state's domicile. This prohibition from residency-based requirements, other states typically deny registrations for non-residents without valid local address or proof of domicile. Black and white, clear as day. If you live in Tennessee, garage the vehicles in Tennessee, reside in Tennessee, drive on Tennessee roads, your car should be registered in Tennessee. Plain and simple. Now, let's look at a $3 million Bugatti, right? Where's the comma? Boom, 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 boom. Times. Is that right? No. I was gonna word it differently. Come on. $3 million. $210,000. $210,000 if you bought a Bugatti and had to pay the 7% sale tax of Tennessee. Tennessee's like, yo, you owe me $200. There's $210,000. Sorry. Just like the asshat that wrapped their cars looking like state troopers. Oh my God, that is peak retard. Peak retard doing stupid shit like that. What's the problem? You can do it. Well, Ricky, funny you say that. I actually do know a guy who is close to a billionaire, owns a plastics company here in PA. He actually owns Green Cattle Ranch in Montana for carbon credits. He is not. Yes, and yes, guess who has the most amount of carbon credits, which is like this fake thing that they just out of the air. Tesla. Weird. The question is, how many of us billionaires have Montana as our state residence and live in another state for 2 months out of our lives? You know, he's pissed off a lot of people. Correct. If Whistlin Diesel has pissed off a lot of people, goes out of his way to piss off a lot of people, gets in trouble with the town or state, buys a bulldozer to copy Killdozer, who was an anti-government dude and basically leveled a town. What you think the state's gonna go, it's all good, you owe us too? Nah, they see you as a threat, a menace, a potential. I'm not gonna say the word because I don't want YouTube to get weird. But imagine, let's lay this out. Moves to Tennessee or lives in Tennessee, starts causing trouble, becomes a nuisance, goes to court over an event that happened at a lake, right? That's the origin story. Gets popped. The town makes an example out of him because he's generally an annoying YouTuber, according to them. Not to me. I think he's fine. Then he starts trolling the shit, buying, just doing dumb stuff around town. Then he starts kind of like making videos that are kind of anti-government and anti-this, and then he buys a killdozer, takes it to the town. If I'm not mistaken, did he take that bulldozer to the town? Where did killdozer town? I wish I had a producer. Fuck that. Granby, Colorado. Did Whistlin Diesel take a bulldozer to Granby? CO. Yes, the YouTuber group Whistlin Diesel went to Granby, Colorado in 24, but they towed a bulldozer that they purchased and planned to recreate the killdozer incident for their YouTube content. I am beside myself. Beside myself. Because you don't see how the state sees you as a threat. You're not, according to them, a positive. You're a liability. Come on, stop it. Hey guys, 20 days in prison. I'm giving away a used soap bar. All you have to do is send $10 to my books and get a chance to win. Right. Send $10 to the commissary and I'll send you a officially signed honey bun. Stop it. Tell them to give away ass to Tyrone in cell block D. I believe Alaska has a law that makes pushing a live moose out of a moving airplane illegal, which begs the question, why are those laws even needed? Some laws are just outdated. Okay, let's look that up. Let me do a new search on Grok and say, what are examples of outdated laws that exist in Florida? Let's see if there's an example. That's the great thing about Grok. Oh, look at this, guys. Again, if it's on the books, the law is only as powerful as the enforcement behind it. You understand? If there is no enforcement behind the law it's silly. But listen to this. Listen to these Florida laws that are silly and outdated. Unmarried women parachuting on Sundays. Unmarried women needed a special permit to skydive on Sundays. Fines or imprisonment could apply without it. This reflects a 20th century gender restriction on risky activities for women irrelevant in modern equality standards. Cohabitation by unmarried couples is illegal in Florida. Unmarried people living together was illegal, punishable, or fines or jail. It was repealed in 2016. Death penalty for stealing farm animals. Stealing a horse, cow, pig, or bee colony, or fish from a commercial farm could result in hanging. Falling asleep under a hairdryer in a salon. Men wearing strapless dresses in public. Skateboarding without a license. Public building doors must open outward. Unclaimed laundry hold period. No bell on pet cows. No bathing without clothes. See? So you're like, well, that's stupid law. Right. But what if all of a sudden somebody runs a campaign on making sure women don't skydive on Sundays? It's a law. And then for whatever reason, people go, you know what? There is a public nuisance with women skydiving on Sundays. I'm going to vote for Alex. All right? And then I show up and I'm like, I am today, thank you, on my first day in office, I'm going to make sure I set up a task force. And if any women in airports that have skydiving activities are unmarried and skydiving, it is punishable by death from stones. We're going to bury you up to your shoulders and just throw rocks at your face until you die. Alex, that sounds retarded. America voted in a guy that says free buses should be a thing in the most, in the financial capital of the world, New York. Sounds stupid? We're there. He thinks everything will be kosher in Montana. What's going to happen when he starts poking the bear in the new town? Exactly. Let's say you're in Tennessee and you're like, thank God Whistlin Diesel's moving to Montana. Now you don't have a guy doing stupid shit at the pond, at the lake, at the river, doesn't contribute to the town. I don't know if he contributes to the town or not. Again, I told you guys how he can fix this. Become a pillar of the community. They'll let you do whatever the fuck you want. But if you're a liability, they want you out. So let's say you go to Montana. You're like, yeah, I'm going to come here. I saw What's the name of that fucking stupid show that everyone loves? What's that stupid show? It's based in Montana with a bunch of homos. Cowboy show. I don't know the name of the show because I don't watch it. But everyone says, oh, I'm going to move there because it looks free based on that show that Kevin Costner's in. And then you go, what's up, guys? It's Whistlin Diesel. And right. Indian reservations in Montana. Indian reservations in Montana. Yep. Montana has seven federally recognized Indian reservations. Blackfeet reservations, Crow, Flathead, Fort Belknap, Fort Peck, Northern Cheyenne, Rocky Boy, and Little Shell. So imagine Whistlin Diesel gets a big plot of land next to the Cheyenne reservation, and he starts like blowing shit up. And they're like, hello, Whistlin Diesel. You have disturbed our ancestors. This is holy land. He's like, he talks with his teeth. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. This is done by America. This is by the people, for the people. You guys lost the war, so you guys don't have a say. So I'm going to keep blowing shit up on my property. Okay, go ahead. There's a great scene where I forget the name of the movie, but this general is having a conversation with a Native American, and he's like, "This has been in our life for this land has been in. You white people came here and tried to take over our." And he's like, y'all been fighting each other for years. What about when you go ahead and skinned these guys? I gotta find it. How? Scene where General and Native American argue. Okay. I'll play the sound, but I won't. Not interested. Bury my heart at Wounded Knee. Chief Sitting Bull meets with Colonel who? Chief Sitting Bull meets with Colonel Nelson Miles. Hello.
Not very convenient to cloak your...
There we go. You started shooting.
Others forced you from years before.
The Black Hills are sacred land given to my people by Wakantonka.
Could you imagine if Whistlin Diesel blows up an excavator somewhere and then the guy comes up and he says shit like this?
You from years before.
The Black Hills are sacred land given to my people by Wakantonka.
Not very convenient to cloak your claims in spiritualism.
Yeah.
And what would you say to the Mormons and others who believe that their God has given to them Indian lands in the West?
I would say they should listen to Wakantonka.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. What? Hey guys, Whistlin Diesel here. Apparently, I ran over a bunch of Indian graves and they're pissed off. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna... Yo, pay your taxes, become a pillar of the community, keep blowing your shit up on your land. They will leave you alone. If not, you're gonna end up like the Joker. Just full of hate and rage, and you're gonna become just a general menace. And then your followers are gonna be like, can you just drive a Toyota Hilux through the desert and jump with it and see how long it lasts? I drove this thing twice a year. Rather have money in my pocket. Now Bryson Witt, Brokeback Mountain, Yellowstone, Brokeback Mountain. What about Fart Queef Reservation? He's going to get scalped. He's going to get pecked by the Blackfoot. Got the accident and everything. He'll be in debt from the casinos. I did some work in Grand Mound, Washington for tribal council. You do not have any rights. People go missing. They will call Big Chief to take care of them. And you know what happened? You know what happens when Big Chief shows? You know what happened when Big Chief shows up?
Whenever I jerk off, I think of that one time Big Chief bent over to adjust his wheelie bar, and I saw a little bit of his ass crack. Man, if that bull ever let me ride his junk, he'd never know.
Oh my God. Hello, I am Big Chief. Oh really? Where's what's his name? Where's Murder Nova? Where's your boy Murder Nova? No, I am actually Big Chief from the reservation. You have blown up many things and woken up my ancestors. I will gonna make Cody General Custard. I know that scene. Forget the movie. Love it though. Explains Canada to a whole right now because of how much the government shells out to them. They're gonna lock him up for littering. I think he rescued his girl from war-torn Yugoslavia. There's girls that need saving in Georgia. Do they? Do they need like orange soda like the Wapani Woo? Land was promised to us 3,000 years ago. Only people who mismanage their money dodge taxes anyway. Pay it. If you flex, you got money. Just pay what you owe. Yes, the villain arc. Actually, the Joker pays his taxes. Quote, he's crazy enough to fight the Batman, but not the IRS. Quote, he's crazy enough to fight the Batman, but not the IRS? Wait a minute. Is that an actual quote? Hold on. He's crazy enough to fight the Batman, but not the IRS. But not the IRS. I don't think that's an actual quote. I don't remember it. It would have stuck out. Wait. Holy shit. You son of a bitch.
Oh, no, sir. I'm not here for a job. My name is Perry. I'm 250 million minus Uncle Sam's current state and federal percentages. This should clear up your account.
This is when his accountant showed how much he owes to the government. Look at them. I'll lower the volume. Look at it.
This should clear up your account.
Yes. And let me see if there's a part in there where he says, I'll fight the Batman, but not the IRS.
137 million?
Yes, and if I don't pay up, I'll go to jail for tax evasion. I'm crazy enough to take on Batman, but the IRS, no. To jail for tax.
Who said that? Who? Jacob Brandenberry. Jacob Brandenberry. I love you. Even the Joker.
137 million?
Yes, and if I don't pay up, I'll go to jail for tax evasion. I'm crazy enough to take on Batman, but the IRS, no, thank you.
There you go. That should be the clip of all clips. I am crazy enough to take on Batman, but the IRS, no. Register your cars in the state you live in. If you're a YouTuber, this is the advice. Uncle Alex is going to give you some life-saving advice. It might actually keep your boat hole nice and tight. If you are a YouTuber, a car YouTuber, and you have a lot of cars, and you live anywhere else but if you live in Florida, register the cars in the state you reside in so that they don't make an example out of you too. Look at that. Jacob. Thank you so much. That was badass. Yes, in one of the cartoons, one of the best Joker references in animation. Whistlin better be careful. The ghost of Carol Shelby might blow him off in the weeds. Yep, except the girls who we saved in Georgia will ask you if you're over 6 feet. They don't care if you pay. Fuck it. Yes, Alex, there was a scene in the Harley Quinn Max show. Joker said something about the IRS. Unbelievable. You can't mess with the corporate veil. That's how America does business. It's crazy enough to take on the Batman, but the IRS, no thank you. Oh, that's wonderful. Good job, guys. Good job. Thank you. Damn, even Joker pays up. Even the Joker pays his taxes. Cody never watched cartoons. TED Talk with Alex. In his video, his coup rolls to the jail with a couple of mil cash so he can pay the bill and be done. Okay, so I watched the video where they went to bail him out of prison and they brought a duffel bag of cash to stunt. You don't understand how serious this is. if real, because who knows, you don't understand how serious this is. Do you think you're making content out of a tax claim? You think it's funny to start getting money together, put it in a duffel bag, and then go to the jail with the duffel bag, drop the money in front of the police station and go, yeah, I'm here to get Cody out. Look at that money. Oh my God. If I was the DA, I'm like, they did what? Yeah, they rolled up to the station with all their cameras and they dropped a whole bunch of cash before we even processed him. Really? Really? They're doing everything wrong. This isn't time. This is not the time to stunt. This is not the time to get content. This is potential jail time. And the more you make fun thinking, I'm going to make money out of this situation, the more the DA goes, we're going to fuck you, buddy. You should say, no content. Get another Toyota Hilux, do the version 3 of the durability test. Get another F-150 Lightning, do the version 2 of the durability test. Do that over and over and over and over so that one day when you're 45 to 50 years old, you can fucking retire and live a good life like PewDiePie does. PewDiePie won. He said, I'm done. I'm going to have a hot wife and my kid. I'm going to go to Disney World and just live off of my 30 mil. Thank you, guys. Bro, you guys got to learn from him. That guy is legit. It's just easier to have all your stuff in the same state. What if the Russian girl snitched so he can keep writing? You want to. The downfall of many powerful men has been an exotic woman. You got to get yourself a normal chick. A normal chick. I get it. You got money. You got influence. You got all these chicks that you think find you hot. They find your money hot. That's why guys in Florida get a boat. Because they know the bitches come down here and they jump on the boat and you might catch some pussy shrapnel. But when it comes to being like in your 20s and a millionaire, you think these really cute Russian girls like you because of you? Y'all don't even speak the same language. Get yourself a regular girl that's down for the fucking cause. He's 20 something. Let him learn. Let him make money on it. Let him make content on it. It just gives you more to talk about. Bros, autistic proclivity is animated Joker cartoons and relating to them in real life suggestions. Big facts. NFA is unconstitutional, but I like my dogs and me not shot in my sleep. What if you live in gay California? I got nothing for you if you live in that state. I love you. I know if you're going to destroy the car, get a transporter tag. Second time in here. I have a stock Gen 2. This guy does not read the room. His videos are getting worse. That shit was so wild. I'm like, this guy is stunting. I'm probably untaxed cash. That's funny. Kind of nervous about taxes this year. Been in business 3 years, and this is the first year I've made real money. Stroke that check. Guys, when I saw how much I owed, I went, what? Yeah, big money. And I was like, oh, I'll do a payment plan. You go to the IRS, they'll do a payment plan, pay it off in about 5 months. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Because, it's one chunk of change or just pay it off, per month. And I did, right? So boom, done. And then that year, I guess I overpaid, but they just added it to the next year. And for the last 5 or 6 years, I've owed tens of thousands of dollars to the IRS every year. And I pay it off in about 7 months each time. Boom, 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 boom. I'm not going to be like, well, let me see if I could register my YOLO Douchebag LLC somewhere else. And then I'm going to make sure. Then you go through what do you call that movie? Inception. When you're like, okay, this is one layer of tax evasion, then another layer of tax evasion. And then what happens when you get to too many layers of tax? You go to limbo. And you forget what LLC is supposed to pay what LLC. He does think it's funny. If he thinks that's funny, going to jail, shout out to him. Shout out to him. Reminds me of when Iron Man actor was arrested for cocaine in the 80s and he thought it was a game. Judge didn't fuck around. Right. Robert Downey. The best black actor ever. Literally begging to go to prison doing shit like that. All YouTubers are dumb. DDE modifies the cars. They don't even know. Daily Driven Exotics, I used to watch until I said, wait a minute. His content is to get pulled over. That is his content. Imagine you have content that's realistic. Hey guys, I'm going to build my car, but I'm going to build it slowly because I only make like $55,000 a year. And, I can only put so much time in the car. But, this is going to be a build and I'm going to do a single turbo, LS swapped Fairmont. and put a 8.8 that I welded, and he'd get 10,000 subs and like 2,000 views. But if you're like, I drove a Lamborghini through Beverly Hills and I revved it and flames came out and cop pulled me over and that's wrong. No, that's right. That's right. If I'm a cop in Beverly Hills, even if I'm a cop in LA, and I see some fucking homo begging to be pulled over, I'm like, hell fucking yeah. License and registration, motherfucker. License and registration, motherfucker. Yeah, this is what you wanted. Why are you here? Why are you here? Are you shopping? Do you live in Beverly Hills? Oh, you live in fucking Canada. Oh, you live in Canada. Oh, okay. So guess what? I'm obliging, motherfucker. Pull over. Bad exhaust. Fuck this. We're gonna tow it. Suck my dick. I'll see you on the video. Yeah, me too. I'm hoping I look good. Get the right angles. Stupid. That is your content. Oh, so I'm just gonna oblige and make you money. Stupid. But I'm gonna see that Lambo get put, and I'm gonna call the worst tow company. I'm gonna say, yeah, what is the worst tow company we got? Oh, yeah, Chino's Towing is the worst. They scrape the shit out of SVJs. Bet. Bring me like his newest employee. Okay, cool. Chino shows up. He's like, here you go. All right, we're taking this SVJ to the impound because it's wrapped in Nyan Cat and it sounds really loud and it's bothering everyone in Beverly Hills. Meow, 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 meow. Fuck you. But that's what you wanted. They lease all their shit. This has been an awesome show. So many lies, you forget the original. Swish, you know there's a reason why Dubai chocolate is an actual product now, to cover up the Google searches. What's Dubai chocolate? The Burj Khalifa's shit? Thank you for giving resentment a public voice. Our resentment a public voice. I'm going to end up... I'm going to end owing what most people make work an entire year. Cutting that check is going to hurt. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Okay. They literally post themselves street racing all the time. They've wrecked multiple high dollar supercars. DDE is so out of touch, to be honest, baiting cops to tell cops, I know more than you. Oh no, it's registered to an LLC. Sir, it's totally legal. Watch this, guys. It's registered in an LLC in Montana, and I live in Saskatchewan, Canada. I'm sorry. What? Yeah, it's totally legal. You're wrong. Oh, cool. Let the judge figure it out. Chino's Towing, bring me your... There you go. Hey, here's some money. Here's some money. Scrape the shit out of the lip in that bitch. All the way up in the bitch. Whoops. Like, grab the hook on the valance, on the carbon fiber valance, and secure it off of that. Fuck you. Grindhard Plumbing Company and Weston Chaplin are better YouTubers to watch over Whistlin Diesel. I don't doubt it. YOLO Cop, Neon Cat. Dubai chocolate is when wealthy men from Dubai bring female. Bring female. I shit on vagine. Okay. Hey, how are you? Oh, good. You picked me up from Miami. What's this all about? Well, I want to do Dubai chocolate. What's that? I shit on vagine. No, I don't think I want to do that. I give you 1 million. Oh, you can diarrhea in my vagine for $1 million. The influencers over to shit on. Got it. This is definitely a peasant chap. He talked Mustangs for a cumulative 18 seconds. Is he referring to the giant poop festival in India? I talked tax evasion because a YouTuber did tax evasion stuff. And then he seemingly, and again, I think he's fine, but this is all wrong. I'm trying to look out for the dude, but I don't know of anybody that has had a tax evasion case where there's so much evidence and it is Googleable and there are laws and statutes literally citing that you can't do this, did it, said that his friends do it. What's the big deal? Judge is going to go, ignorance is no excuse. Here's the statute. Did you violate the current statute for tax evasion on motor vehicles, for, not paying the 7% tax in Tennessee? Yes, Your Honor. So you're guilty. So this is the fee you're going to pay, and you got to register your vehicles in Tennessee. So it's like a double whammy, right? So let's say, for instance, you're like, okay, how long have you been operating the vehicles outside of Tennessee? And whatever. So then, okay, so here's the fee, and all of your vehicles going forward have to be registered in Tennessee. So what do you have registered under your name, and how many vehicles and how much money that is? That could be, let's say, the fine, the probation, the tax, and then the subsequent re-registering of the cars in Tennessee. It's going to be big money. I'm sure the Tate brothers pay their taxes. Cutting the tax check hurt, but doing it makes you care about the government being retarded more than any influencer ever could. We need to remember DDE makes visits to Jake Paul. Let that sink in. Exactly. Down there. Saskatchewan, Alex. Haha, that was awesome. Chino, bring the scraper maker. The government got so tired of people Googling it and seeing it, they created an entire chocolate industry to cover it. Whistlin Diesel is a knockoff of Dave's Farm. Judge is going to be like, oh yeah? Who are your friends and what are their addresses? Oh, you came to the... Wait a minute. Is it true that you showed up to the jail where Cody was being processed with a bag of cash and tried to bail him out with cash? You know we live in a modern society, right? You know we live in a modern society where I could just take a credit card or a debit card or a check, right? Yeah, but that wouldn't really work that well on YouTube. Yeah, I don't think you get it, son. This is real life. This is not YouTube. He is in jail in cuffs. And he was complaining that the cuffs were on tight. The duffel bag is the fix. Dude, dry snitching, also a good way to make rich friends. Excuse me. How stupid is Whistlin Diesel's CPA to not give him sound advice and not register his car in Montana You know, that's, I think, the case he may have. Where if you have a public accountant and he's supposed to guide you for the best possible outcomes within the law, and he said, yeah, this is cool, just registered in Montana. I got 15 other guys that do this shit. Right. But their state does not enforce it, just like Florida doesn't enforce the fact that women can't skydive. Single women can't skydive on Sunday in Florida. So the CPA, I don't think he'll get in trouble, but he might get like a citation or something where it's like, did you advise Cody to register the cars in Montana? Well, yeah, I got plenty of other. Really? How many others? Are any of them in Tennessee? Because if that's the case, I'm going to subpoena your records and see who you fuck with in Tennessee that you have told, oh, this is going to be, guys. I predict, and my predictions are pretty good. I predict there's going to be a massive wave of people hitting up their CPAs, or a massive wave of people saying, oh, I saw what happened in Whistlin Diesel. I actually Googled the laws in my state. The laws in my state state that it is illegal if I reside here to have it registered in Montana. I am bringing my cars back home and registering them back home just so that I don't. Do you have cars registered in Montana? Yes or no, under a bullshit LLC? Do you not want to be on the state taxes radar? Register your cars in the state you reside in. Love ya. Paid $20K all in cash. Yeah, it's just weird, goofy. Tate brothers are in Dubai. There's no income tax there. He admitted to future tax evasion by claiming he will destroy someone else's exotic car, aka having somebody else register a car in Montana for him. Right. That is literally tax evasion. You said it on video. My next Bugatti, I'm just going to have someone else register it and I'm going to destroy it saying it's my friend's car. Hyundai is about to make a better car than the GTD. Yeah, but it's electric. He had an opportunity to say he couldn't breathe. Nice. Wow. Jesus, racism. Every supercar with a Montana plate now has a target on them. Hyundai actually has a pretty good race history. Difference between them and Ford, Hyundai actually builds their own race cars. All the hard drives are getting taken. Look, if you're a public accountant anywhere and you think you're smarter than your state, simply Google if registering a vehicle outside of the state to specifically avoid sales tax in that state is legal, and it says, no, it is not legal. You're subject to tax evasion laws, and here's the statute that defines that. You might want to hit up all of your YouTuber and rich friends and say, it's time to make a plan to register the cars in your state to have it hurt the least as possible. California is already going after Montana plated vehicles. California was going after Arizona vehicles because Arizona is right next to that motherfucker. And let's say, for example, you didn't want to, and this is what, you want to talk about California, how crazy it is? You can drive from Florida. Let's say I have a 2014 GT500. And it's got off-road exhaust. And it's fine because there's no emissions testing in Florida. The moment I drive it out of Florida, listen to this, guys. Listen to this. There are grace periods in certain states. You can drive through states. It's not a problem. But if you're in that state for a certain period of time, they can probably go in the books. Again, you can see what laws are enforced and not enforced. But in California, you cannot drive a vehicle, even if it is registered to another state, if it has the wrong tint, if it has the wrong exhaust, if it has modifications to the intake system, if it is modified in any way, shape, or form outside of the approval literature of what California provides, it can get impounded, or they can give you a ticket and say, I don't want to see this thing on the road in California, regardless if it's registered in any other state. California says it has to abide by our laws in order for it to be driven legally in our state. That's just how it is over there. The reason I left Massachusetts, gentlemen, is that Massachusetts started to become heavy in terms of regulation. They changed the emissions laws like 15 times in Massachusetts in 10 years. And I'm like, I cannot enjoy my hobby. I just want to be left alone. They were not going to stop until everybody was driving a Tesla or a Prius. So I was like, okay, if I ever want to enjoy my hobby, I got to get the fuck out of here. Then I moved to Houston, and Houston was amazing between 2014 and 2017. After that, I don't know what happened because I left that bitch. And Florida has been heavenly, but there are still noise ordinance laws. If I go to Port St. Lucie with a Corsa below my dicks, they can pull me over and give me a ticket. But what do? I don't drive like a fucking homo. I boom, 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 boom. Right? I don't go. I don't do that. I'm not retarded. Good thing about buying cheap cars is I barely need to pay squat in taxes. There are more supercars registered in Montana than people. South Detroit says, exactly, Alex. I have a strong suspicion that Whistlin Diesel's CPA is going to be facing federal indictment because of this one case. Who is Whistlin Diesel's CPA? Boy. Okay, so let's play this out. I love court shit. I love court stuff. And the reason I love court stuff is because the O.J. Simpson case was like 1994. O.J. Simpson case. Right? 19 year. 95. October 3, 1995. Okay. 94. September 26, 1994 to October 3, 1995. A year. So I watched that shit with I was very, very into it. So let's play this out. Whistlin Diesel goes to court. They do the preliminary trials, and then let's say they don't cop a plea. Meaning they don't agree to penalties to avoid the trial, which I highly suggest you do. Whatever plea the DA, whoever is in charge of bringing this case to the court, gives out, maybe negotiate a little bit, but not so much to make them say, fuck that, we're going to trial. If they cop a plea. Let's say they don't cop a plea. Let's say they go all the way to trial. Now they have to prove, because the burden of proof is on the state. So the state goes, we hereby accuse Cody, whatever his name is, last name, Whistlin Diesel, of tax evasion. And this is the evidence against it. His video. I pay all my taxes. My CPA told me that's fine. And then he starts naming names in the video. This guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy do it. Uh-oh. Shit. You know, he just implicated those guys. And they go, oh, really? Well, guess what? They're here. And your CPA's here. And during discovery, you're going to find out. This is what's going to happen. During discovery, you're going to go, holy shit. They brought in a whole bunch of YouTubers. All these YouTubers do it. So if they do it, how come they don't get popped? Because they're making an example out of you. So then let's say you do that, right? And they're like, oh, we're going to get your CPA on board. And hey, hi, you're under oath, Mr. CPA. Yes, sir. Did you advise Mr. Whistlin Diesel to register his car in Montana specifically to avoid the 7% sales tax that is in Tennessee? Remember, I must remind you, you are under oath. Yes. Interesting. So now you've implicated yourself in a crime. Or he could plead the fifth. Under the advice of my counsel, I will plead the fifth. I will invoke my Fifth Amendment privilege. Under the advice of counsel, I will invoke my Fifth Amendment privilege. Woo! Imagine. Hey, we got to see this trial. We got to see this trial. That's the trial I want to see. Because, wait a minute. The CPA knew about it. So is he going to self-incriminate? Oh, shit, he pled the fifth. So then Cody gets up there. Hi, how you doing? Will you say the truth, the whole truth? Swear to God, yes. Also hope you got yet. Sir, Mr. Whistlin, did the CPA advise you to register your car in Montana under Deedle or Derp LLC so that you would avoid paying taxes? Well, no, he just told me I want to save money. Well, yes, but what money were you going to save? The tax money. So technically, is that not evading paying Tennessee sales tax, Mr. Whistlin? All my friends do it. Uh-oh. O.J. Simpson was in the movie Capricorn 1. The CIA faked the NASA mission to Mars. Gotcha. Take that shit to trial. Plead the fifth. I'm almost as bad as the Johnny Somali case. CPA can easily say, I never gave him this advice. To my recollection, I never gave Whistlin this advice. Then who set it up, Mr. CPA? Who set up the account? Is this not your signature on the account setup right here? Blah, blah, blah. CPA, is this not your signature? I do not recall signing that paper. Oh, God, it's going to be good. All the super rich motherfuckers are like, you think that ranch I own in Montana is because I like it? No, it's my primary residence for tax purposes. SI50 guy, thank you for becoming booty level. Shout out to you. I'm surprised they don't go back to those older videos violating the Clean Air Act. Deedle Derp LLC, Dave Chappelle, I plead the fifth. The Cody impression is sending me over. You can get a ticket in the state that requires a front license plate even if your home state only issues one plate. Two of the greatest televised trials, Johnny Depp and his wife, Kyle Rittenhouse. Right. When the guy was going to shoot Kyle Rittenhouse, they asked him, did you rush the Kyle Rittenhouse with a weapon brandished? No. And then, what is this picture? Is this picture not of you pointing a gun to Kyle Rittenhouse? And the picture's like this. And the guy goes, no. And then they, wait, where is it? Where is it? Hold on, guys. I'm cooking. Let me cook. I should have. See, I didn't know I was going to go down this route today. I thought I was just going to be normal. And but my favorite is when they brought Kyle Rittenhouse up and they're like, is your name on TikTok? 4 doors, more whores. And he's like, yes. Fuck, I don't have it. Let me see. Where is it? Let me see if I can find it. 4 doors. Let me see. I think it's in downloads. I think it's in downloads. 4 doors. Damn, I don't have it. Shit, I thought I had 4 doors. Like, is your name on TikTok 4 doors, more whore? Yes. Oh, shit. We'll end it there. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here, go to the gym, start my Sunday. Okay, so we talked about the aftermarket, listening to the show so much so that they're taking my advice. They're putting canards on the front of no prep cars so that if the big wang takes effect, it doesn't go flying. So they have some arrow in the front to keep the front end down. Shout out to them. And we spent most of the show speculating or talking about Whistlin Diesel's video explaining getting arrested actually made me think he's super guilty based on his explanation and what they did during that video. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I think, honestly, he should just pay, cop a plea, and live a happy life and stay out of trouble. But if he thinks he's going to win this one, it'll be interesting to watch. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you guys on, someone said YouTube. I got to play it. I got to find it. Hold on, guys. I got to play 4 doors, more whores. 4 doors, more whores. It was one of the best things I've ever heard.
Your username on TikTok was 4 doors, more whores?
Yes.
Shout out to Kyle. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Have a good rest of your Sunday. I'll see you guys on